It was a very, very sunny day, quite dead, no wind.
Perfect blue sky.
It was warm, we were expecting a lot of people to come.
Yeah, I just thought it was going to be a normal day.
Never have thought I would have been dealing with what we dealt with.
As a kid, I always thought adults had everything under control.
Just like the scream was so high pitched and terrified.
Through his eyes, you could just tell he was really worried about what was happening.
And I haven't seen anyone who has been that bad initially on scene.
You know, he didn't know where he was, didn't know his name, he was slurring his words and his lips were turning blue.
And I just had been looking at him a moment ago and he'd been walking around and been okay.
He was fully grown and I didn't know if I was going to be able to get him on my board.
I'm sitting on the beach watching our kids have a swim to, I might lose both my kids right here.
Doing compressions on someone who is not moving and not reacting to what you're doing is very weird. Their body just becomes so tense.
His fracture was quite high, so potentially having no function of his arms or his legs for the rest of his life.
That was kind of what I was thinking about, was let's just try and get this person to see tomorrow, to see the next day, to go see his family.
You know, had that been 10 to 15 minutes later, that wouldn't have been a rescue, that would have been a body recovery.
It doesn't happen like it does on TV. You know, everyone takes a big deep breath in and everything's fine, and the guy sits right back up and smiling and gives you a big thumbs up and pat on the back.
Mum reacted with just tears of joy.
But you can definitely tell when someone comes back around, the spark comes back into their eyes a little bit.
So he did fracture his neck, but was able to walk and is, you know, back to doing everything normally that he was doing before.
Humbled to be able to be there and help that mother through that situation and bring her kids home.
And he said, I wouldn't be here if you hadn't been there that day.
My name is Zach, I'm 14 and I'm a high school student.
I am John DeLue. I'm a general manager in sales in the IT industry.
My name is Jess Menzies and I'm a registered nurse.
My name's Nick and I'm an electrician.
I'm Trey Hare Boyd and I am a mixed martial arts athlete.
I'm Romilly Maju. I'm the CEO of a federal government agency, and more importantly, I'm a volunteer surf lifesaver.
Last year, over 50,000 Australians gave up over 1.3 million hours of their own time to keep us safe on our beaches. In that time, these hidden legends performed over 8,000 rescues and administered over 53,000 first aid treatments without asking for a thing in return. It's time we learn to recognise our volunteer surf lifesavers and say thank you. Visit dhlsummer.com to learn more.